Okay, so if you haven't watched the last videos, in these videos that you're watching here, I'm attending the Fox US Open, and this is the third video of 3. So if you haven't watched the other 2, I'd recommend watching those 2 before this, as it will give you a little bit more context as to what's going on. Anyway, we're about to jump into the 5th stage of the Enduro race, but in this video, not only did I finish out the Enduro race, but I also had the downhill seating run to do the same day and the whip-off contest. Anyway, let's jump into the video. Alright, so now we're on our way to stage 5, which is the last stage of the race. Thank you. Yeah, sure. There we go.
Come on, work. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, no worries, man. Have fun on Party Wave.
Okay.
A little bit, make a few trips, see where.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey.
Phil.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Happy videos.
How's your stages been going?
My kids.
Jammed up a little bit?
Nice screw snap thing. How's that camera angle?
It's good, I like it.
Kids, isn't it?
It looks so goofy. People just like look at you like, oh, you're such a dork. I'm like, yep.
Yeah. I tried it and I was like, that's it, because you can get the bars in.
You know, the first time I pulled it out, I'm like, don't look at me. Don't look at this.
Have you hit it on the bars or anything?
Surprisingly not. Like, it's happened, but like very rarely.
I feel like Rick and Morty. 2, 1, Where on earth is Walla Walla University?
It's in Walla Walla, Washington. Yeah, I went to school there. Are you from New Hampshire?
Right here.
Oh, you're the guy
Yeah.
I'm from Maine.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Another 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have, another 15. You're like, what is happening up there? 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Get him
up!
That's a sketchy little guy. Alright, say hi here.
God. Whew. Ah, that was shit. Oh. I had to do it. That's tiring.
Okay, so I ended up finishing 15th. It's not bad. I was hoping to do a little bit better than that, but considering the competition and the fact that I was splitting my time between downhill and enduro this weekend, I'll take it. And it's just a reminder I need to do a little bit more training before I do my next real enduro. Anyway, we're about to jump into my downhill seating run, and because I was doing the enduro race, I didn't actually get to see the downhill track on the day of seating. So it changed a lot since the first day I'd practiced it, so let's jump into that.
Thank you.
Can you get a photo with you?
Yeah, 1 second. Where are you guys from?
Temecula. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I'm hanging around you because I know I'm like right before or after.
2, 1, go. Have fun. 17.
Is there no beam up here?
No beam. That's right. Go on, go.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Have fun.
Alright, so I didn't get any practice in it today, so let's see how bad this is. Ah, stuck down here. The only thing that matters. Oh, nice, there's a rut now. Oh, shit. Not the rut I wanted, though. Almost went down right there. Woo! Really hard to slow yourself down on this. Holy shit. Crap.
Keep some. Yeah, Phil.
Phil Match, another East Coast rider, making it across the line just a moment ago to 3:43. You see him wheeling right after the jump there, just wheeled all the way through Emmanuel, Rhode Island, and profiling. Obviously, Matt, you haven't been paying attention to the YouTube channel that Phil runs, Skills with Phil. I did see where he took a Walmart bike and rode it on Highland Mountain Bike Camp, which is pretty
Hey, how's it going, man? How you doing, man?
Gosh, how's it going, dude?
Tired.
Can I get a quick selfie with you?
Yeah, sure. Let me just put my bike down real quickly.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because of the enduro race, I didn't get to do any downhill practice, so it's kind of just riding it a little bit blind right now.
Wow.
So it was way more chewed up than how I rode it earlier.
So tomorrow you'll have it here.
Probably not. Let's be honest.
All right. Remember, after seating, I still had to do the whip-off contest, so I was pretty tired already. Whips are not something I actually do all that often. I might get my bike a little bit sideways, but like a full-on like whip-off contest whip, it's not something I practice for, and it's something that I needed to learn as we were going through this event. And I have to say, learning in front of a crowd, especially a crowd as large as this, is really intimidating. You never want to look like you don't know what you're doing, but I totally didn't know what I was doing. So we're kind of learning on the fly, and I still need practice. Anyway, oh yeah, I might have to do some audio doctoring because they're playing a lot of loud music in the background, and I don't want a copyright strike.
Sizable jump.
Oh yeah, I was really scared.
Quite a few people.
Catches you off balance.
Did you hit this yet?
Have you?
No. All right, so this goes.
officially start judging them.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice jump. That wall ride seems awfully small with the speed you come into it at.
Yeah, completely, right?
You just coast after the first one?
Yeah, I didn't pedal at all. A little short. I wish I got to hit jumps like this more often. I never do whips anymore.
Dude, anytime I do one of these, it takes me like a half hour.
Till I get into it. I think I'm gonna try more to scrub this one.
Scrape those pedals off the takeoff.
Yeah. I miss the days where I wasn't self-conscious.
It happens as you get older.
Like, I'm not wasting my time in line to fucking not pull up on that. Go down to the ground line.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
You got any stickers?
Not on me right now. You guys are killing it out there.
Thank you. You too.
I think pretty soon I'll go busting out their 20s.
Are you even on your own bike?
No.
I was gonna say. How are you liking your gig this year?
It's so good. I'm just loving it. It's really cool.
I'm stoked to see you out there doing that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone loves your personality and for good reason.
Yeah, thank you.
I know it was funny when you went to Whistler and did that pink bike video. I was like mind blown. Like, oh, like you used to race.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I just look like a dork now.
If you go farther left, I can go closer to you. Yeah. Farther left.
You want to do a train? I was thinking about trying to flip it, so I might need another speed or distance. I'm gonna give it a go.
Attaboy!
All right, here goes Austin.
Here, the Red Bull lip off is one of my
That's for you.
Yeah.
Cool looking, but.
Dog.
You have that video, right?
I got in Slimer, my friend.
Oh yeah.
You're the one who did the backflip, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to lose another $20. Here we go. Another 20 right there.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I think I'm just gonna sit down and watch everybody else. This is too much fun. This looks like
Party train.
I know. Should we just kind of try to jump in? Yeah, what's your name?
Ryan.
Oh, Ryan Howard. Yeah. Oh, shit, I know who you are. Woohoo!
Oh. Put your hands together. Two-time winner of this event, Alan
All right, here's a fun fact. I remember watching Alan Cook kill it in BMX. I think he won 2002, 2003 dirt jump big air or best trick by doing like a nothing can. At the time, it was mind-blowing. He was the first person to do it as far as I know. But it's cool to see someone who I looked up to now riding mountain bikes. And honestly, he's been riding bikes for a really long time. So the fact that he's still riding and being competitive is insane. Anyway, now we're gonna go jump over to the next day, which is downhill. It's downhill finals, but I'm gonna do the downhill practice because I had a lot of lines I needed to catch up on. Anyway, yeah, here we go. It's not my thing yesterday. How you doing?
How you doing? 2-4 on a full-blown girl.
Yeah, I know. I was stage 6 and then whip off was stage 7 on this thing yesterday. So I did an Enduro earlier in the day.
Nice, you came to Iron Man.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you around.
Out there.
Oh!
It's really tricky on this loose, dusty soil to get any kind of traction. You can't make any kind of quick adjustments. Here, I was trying to get this inside line, which I did get my next run. However, for my race run, I ended up deciding to play it safe and go to the outside run, as I thought I'd be able to carry a little bit more speed by holding the outside line. Oh yeah, and as far as the whistles go, those are to let people know that there's a rider coming. So if they happen to be in the course, they need to get out of the way. I wanted to check out this rock garden, which had gotten a lot more eroded since when I had originally practiced it. I tried out the main line, which you can see everyone doing here, and I actually didn't like it. So for my race run, I ended up going back to the tree pinch, which is just to the right of that yellow tree.
What's up?
Is that you that did the backflip last night?
Yeah.
That was sick.
It was a little wild.
That was massive.
I've never flipped anything that big before.
Yeah, Phil.
This whole course has got blown out.
A bunch of new lines had developed in this rock garden, so I wanted to check them out.
Woo!
You can see a lot of people doing this high line, which was kind of gnarly because of all the sharp rocks buried beneath the dust. So I opted not to do that on my Enduro bike, as I just didn't feel like it was worth the risk. I played it a little bit safer and I went in the main line, but I think the main line worked out pretty well as it allowed you to maintain more speed out of that line. See, a lot of people were scrubbing their speed right before that big pine tree at the end when they were taking the inside line.
The inside line's it's not bad until you get to the end.
I'm gonna do outside through that.
Yeah, Luca.
That being said, one person made that inside line work better than anyone else I saw come through. It was leagues faster.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
So with all these heavy hitters coming through, I think it's time to do a quick line analysis in a segment I totally came up with on my own. Check out this jingle.
Yeah, Luca.
In downhill, one of the most important parts about practice is actually stopping and watching other people come through tricky sections. You can pick up a lot about what works and what doesn't just by observing.
That's smooth. Yeah, Bubba. Oh.
Make another wrap.
All right. We'll just like session this right now.
You wanna go?
Go ahead, man.
I love your YouTube videos, by the way.
Oh, thank you, dude. All right, so right now I'm headed up to do my race run. The course got way beat up since when I rode it first, so it's getting really sketchy. These loose and dry conditions are so unpredictable, and a lot of like the rocks are just sitting on top of the dusty soil. I'm not really expecting a big result or anything. I'm just here to have fun and see what we can do. Let's jump to the race.
So,
I'm gonna keep saying them for you. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm gonna have Jason mess with me.
24.
I'm not. This is not the group for me to mess with anybody.
You can mess with me.
You can mess with Philip. Yeah.
I'm just here to have fun.
It's got 15 seconds. That's time.
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
All the time.
I could take a siesta.
You got about 3 minutes. That's what it's gonna take you to get down.
You guys have a good day.
You do the same. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This is his first ever downhill race, actually. Oh, look at this. Phil Metz hit with a 3:13, going to take the number 2 spot. See how long he can hold that. Luca Cometti just hit the split at 1:52. He's got some time to make up, 6 spots behind at the split. On the trail,
Yeah.
moving into the number 2 spot.
How physical is that?
Tough.
I know, you feel like you're going nowhere.
So I ended up finishing 17th, and I'm really stoked with that. I haven't done a downhill race in a while, and I did it on my Enduro bike. So all things considered, that was an awesome result. It's been a while since I've been between the tape, and to be able to, you know, still show that I can be in the mix is kind of cool. Anyway, if you guys have not seen the last videos from the series, I'd highly recommend clicking up there and watching them. And if you have seen those but haven't seen the Whistler videos, I'd recommend clicking those right there, because those series are freaking awesome. Anyway, if you guys like this video, let me know by clicking that subscribe button, clicking that like button, but most importantly, leave a comment in the description below, the comment section below, to let me know what you think. I love reading through to see what parts of the video were your favorite, and it's always a fun pastime of mine just to click through the comments and see what's up. Anyway, my name is Phil Metz. Thanks for playing bikes with me today, and I'll see you sometime in the future.